Check. Are we on?
Check.
Are we on?
Check.
Are we on? Are we on?
Mics go to the video, but they don't actually go to.
Come on, girlfriends. We're double dipping today. Good morning, friends.
Right.
First of all, where is Dawn Olson? Dawn Olson traveled on a bus from where the fuck? Pardon me. Am I allowed to F-bomb it? I start early. From Indianapolis? 2:35 in the morning to get here. Just thought you might want to know. So the part of you that thought, I got up at 6 a.m., kill yourself next to this woman. This is incredible. We are the boys. I'm Susan Messing. This is Rachel Mason.
Rachel.
That is Rachel. What are you doing?
I'm choking myself with a microphone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's this isn't? Oh, okay, good.
Check. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Mystery. Yeah, when we
is what we're doing here.
well, actually, I was invited to do this. Why is this not going on? Check. Don't give us props. We're improvisers. This is only an insight into doom. First of all, we could not applaud you more for getting here this morning. I love this setup. This is insanity gone great, right? Well, as part of our Hurtling into the Sun Tour 2017, Rachel and I are delighted to take our first stop here at Leo Burnett with Creative Chicago Mornings. Mystery. And basically what Rachel and I do is we just make crap up. And then we walk away and never see it again, unless, of course, someone taped it for posterity and we're screwed. So this is who we are and this is what we do. And honestly, when I hate everyone, I love Rachel Mason. So if you have that kind of person to hang out with, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, this is what we're up to because we have no idea what we're gonna do. It's a mystery. So we're just gonna play around for just a little bit because what we do is make stuff up. So if we could just simply have a suggestion of a place where two people might be holding a microphone.
Like an open mic night or
a bedroom. Oh, a bedroom. I'm sorry. I heard rap battle too. Yeah. But I heard rap battle, which makes sense. Okay. Good. But I like that. The idea of holding mics in your bedroom. But we will do rap battle only because. Hello. Check. 1, 2.
we have to stand right here.
I think we have to stand right here the entire time. I love your boobins. Okay, so we're gonna start right now and do a scene that is inspired by your Emily, right? Inspired by Emily's lovely thank you, by the way, she gave you in a tight 30. Frank. Where's Frank? Yeah, nice one. I liked it. Way to buck the system. We're gonna do no, don't go away, because now I don't hear us again. Can you hear? Hello? Okay, rap battle.
Oh no, hello?
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 Hello? Hello. Just stay right here. Our theme is rap battle, and we're just going to screw around.
I can't do rap. I'm gonna do rap for the talent show.
All right, Nadine, I don't mind. Whatever you need to do to get through the day. Obviously, you have a lot of aggression and you need to get this out.
No, I don't.
Okay, Nadine, you are in my personal space. I like to have at least 5 feet away from other people. It's what they suggest in high school as part of a comprehensive program on taking care of yourself. We don't hurt anyone else or ourselves, and that includes our feelings.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
It's all right. Policy changes. Just like gender is fluid, so is policy.
I didn't know that.
Hey, Nadine, I understand you come from a disadvantaged background. And I don't mean to say that, except that sociologically and economically, you are in a subpar place. And I understand that I live in a Tier 4 neighborhood, which is actually a disadvantage for me to get into high school. It was hard. I had to make 22 points out of 300. That was all I could get wrong in order to get into Whitney Young. This is truth.
I'm still doing rap, and you can't for the talent show.
That's all right. I could just try out something I was going to do. Maybe we could work together. For example, Nadine's really tough. She's really kind of cool. Don't get near her when you go to school.
That is unfair propaganda about me.
Is it unfair, Nadine? You're still in my personal space.
I'm afraid to leave.
What, do you feel like... Hello?
Oh, no.
Do you feel like your voice won't be heard, Nadine? Is literally and figuratively, Nadine?
Yes.
Do you feel that?
Yes. And poetry via rhyme has always been the way to express myself.
Go to town, Nadine. Go to town.
Well, I go to school, gonna do a talent show. Got my friend, and you know I'm gonna blow. We're gonna do it together today. We're gonna do... No, that's terrible.
I like that, Nadine.
Right? Like your white privilege is showing when you beatbox, okay?
You're right. At my bat mitzvah, we had a wonderful rapping man. I found him to be...
I didn't even get a 12th birthday. Bat mitzvah.
Well, it's 13 for bat mitzvah, but a 12th birthday, did you just cancel it because it was a bad day?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Nadine, and I'm sorry I didn't invite you to my bat mitzvah, but now I know why.
And my toughness is just a self-defense mechanism.
I understand, Nadine, and I'm glad that I have the same kind of compassionate gestures in my spine that I do for someone like Donald Trump, that I can recognize as a narcissistic personality disorder, and he's a sick man.
I think he's awesome.
And thank you. Yes. We just making up stuff. Actually, this is just like Rachel and I in a car, screwing around any day. We have no idea what we're going to say. Really.
Well, it starts even before that. The first greatest sense of mystery is when we look out at you and we go, may we have a suggestion, please? And we're kind of like, oh no, what are they gonna know?
But I'm excited about that because a suggestion is only the beginning. So that when you kind of get that whiteboard full of ideas and you're sitting there and you're looking at it and somebody goes, oh man, that is a really stupid idea. Out of something stupid often comes something incredibly brilliant. So when I kind of relax my crack and enjoy the ride, I've even had people say to me things like, you know, when you said the word the, it totally inspired me to think of blank. So I thought to myself, what if there were no stupid suggestions? What if I reframed everything to talk myself in instead of out of it? Because you kind of think, well, there are those people I love to work with, but we're improvisers, so we're supposed to be malleable. So that means we're supposed to be able to learn how to play with everyone, including the worst personality you could possibly have.
In that way, no suggestion is ever a bad suggestion. We can make it meaningful and bend it and break it and turn it into whatever we want.
To use analogy and metaphor, to make it art or fart. I don't know. I know she's looking at me like, kill yourself, Susan. Kill yourself. Yeah. But for us, this is our joy. For me, normally, I had to give a TED Talk once, and believe me, I had... No. What I'm saying...
No. She's giving 2 TED Talks.
Yeah, but one looked like it was in a Motel 6, so that one's not posted. It does. It makes me look like...
Very true.
Ironically... Okay, never mind. But the point of the matter is I really had to prepare that. And for an improviser, that's really kind of actually restricting for me. And even the one joke I put in, I was worried about the censors, you know, and had to fight for my right to say anal probe by aliens, which I thought was great. Thank you.
That also said
Anal probe by aliens. I thought in the history of TED Talks, I should be the only one who gets to say that. So I was very proud of myself for that. I really was. But But the point of the matter was, for today, I thought to myself, if the theme is mystery, why not kind of get excited about the unknown? And like I said, it could create panic, which again creates paralysis, or I could just kind of open myself to the idea of, ooh, this could be incredible.
I like to say that the difference between a novice improviser and an experienced improviser is neither one of us knows what's going to happen next. I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, actually, we're really excited about
I
that.
cannot wait to see what the hell is going to happen.
Yeah, it's true. How did we get from here all the way to here versus I have to plan it perfectly? I think sometimes we get really upset when things don't go according to plan. So Rachel and I almost always, and not in the performance venue, that's completely out, that's sky's the limit. But in terms of even our lives together, when we tour together, I kind of go, you know what, we have a plan A, but we also have a B and a C, because I know she's going to panic about something. Yes. She does. Or the things that upset her don't upset me, and vice versa. We're a really good balance with each other. So I kind of feel like, well, what's the worst thing that's going to happen?
I'll be here with you and we'll make it up.
Yeah, we'll make it up, and then we'll go home and sob into each other's bosoms. That's seriously, that might just happen.
I wholeheartedly agree with Susan. I said if it's mystery, then we should improvise. Then we can show the possibilities of unpacking this mysterious suggestion, and we can talk a little bit about this mysterious process of co-creation that happens between improvisers, where I make an offer and she accepts that offer.
And you know what's even funny? She said the word offer. That gives me the opportunity to reject it. It's always a gift. Even hate for me is a gift. If you give me something, I am going to use, reuse, recycle, and repurpose that bitch. So even for example, if your family came from, I liken it to a depression mentality. If you have a family member that really loves to save the food, so you make chicken, and then you make chicken soup, and then you take the chicken fat and you smear it on some rye toast, and then you make wind chimes. You know what I mean? I don't screw around in this. Everything she says to me is golden. Every part of you wants to sometimes say, you are so stupid, I don't want to do this. And no is so much in my lexicon that actually becoming an improviser made me just a nicer human being, because I always wanted to say, no, this will not work because. And I've changed that adage by, even if somebody comes up to me with something that's really stupid, instead of me going from A to, no, that won't work, I say, oh, that's an interesting concept. Why don't you tell me more about it? Because if they are talking out of their ass, they're going to discover it soon enough. Do you know what I mean? And if they've got something viable there, I've actually continued the conversation instead of shut down joy or the possibility of it.
The core tenets of improvisation are listening, obviously, agreement, and respect. We used to say at the Second City that we're not just training them to be better improvisers, we're training them to be better people. It's kind of amazing that the fundamentals of our art form, nobody likes to be told no openly or judged openly. So the rules on stage say everything you say is golden, and I respect you. I listen to understand instead of wait to talk next.
Actually, I was just waiting to talk next. And then I forgot what I was going to say, because I was I'm waiting to talk next. And I was oh, man. See, I'm an asshole. And that's why I need this shit. I actually teach teamwork just to rub my face into it so I don't become a hypocrite. It's really the truth of all of this. When we add to what exists, we can build something absolutely technicolor. I'm not saying ideas aren't stupid, but sometimes the most stupid ideas have yielded the most incredible things. As Fortune 500 and 100 companies, you're probably wondering, I started 30 years ago when make-em-ups were super cute, but it wasn't a big old deal. It wasn't helping Alzheimer's patients stay in the moment. It wasn't helping Fortune 100 companies get better. What happened with Fortune 100 companies, 500 to 100, is that these companies said, our CEO decided that the power as he went up the status rank was to go, no. And what the asshole did was stop joy and creation, because he kept, he thought, oh, this is what status is. And sometimes you might be in that place going, oh man, I got the status now I can kind of go kibosh. When in fact, we have to teach people how to agree again, which is actually kind of sad, but also wonderful, because we are malleable and we can be taught again. Because if I can be taught again, anybody can be taught again, seriously. Are you listening to respond or listening to listen?
I'm not listening at all.
Oh, good for you.
I hear circus music in my brain right now.
Yeah, well, mine is dun 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 dun. I think I have my dog's inner monologue. That's what I have.
So,
Isn't this integrity filled? I love mystery. Mystery. There we go.
to jump on, nope.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
On Susan's last point.
Did I have one? I'm just wondering. I had a point.
You did. You were talking about
Agreement.
And the idea of somebody being brave enough to take a risk and put information out there. If you don't create a safe space, then I actually prefer the expression brave space.
Ooh, I like that better than safe space.
If you don't create a space where people can sort of feel free to information dump, like during ideation, like if you don't have permission, totally judging you, to like give your stupid idea.
God, that's dumb.
If she hadn't heard it, it wouldn't have inspired her to her brilliant idea, right? And now the stupid idea is just as important as the brilliant idea that inspired it. Yes, and doesn't mean that every idea is a good idea. It just means that every idea gets the chance to be explored. And that way people feel respected. All their ideas make it to the board. And then we can sort of mercilessly hack away at what we know won't work. Because every idea got to be explored.
What I also like about that is agreement alone is not enough. When we say yes and is your mark on it. This is a room full of very creative people. Oftentimes you want to say yes, but I have this other idea. And I'm saying, yes, what if we added to what existed and built that first? Then we would stop having a million ideas and maybe 10 pretty awesome ones that could be a plan A, B, C, or D, which is really great to know because you know when you go to client, half of them are gonna go, that's not gonna work, because someone else is gonna try to shut you down after your brilliant teamwork beforehand. So you kind of work around it. What I hate to say that I've done is I've oftentimes pretended it was somebody else's idea when I've come up with something. I do. I said to a very leading person in the Chicago theater community, I said, and I really did say, and I actually said, when you said the word the, it totally inspired me to think of X. So this human being thought it was their idea. And I'm like, great, it got implemented. So I didn't give a crap as long as it got done. So I know that part of us that wants to take ownership of stuff, but I kind of think to myself as part of a creative process, I've got a million of them.
When you yes and, however many of you are in the group, you create something bigger than you could have alone, but for which each of you is equally accountable. That's a big deal. That means now, like, everyone's on the same side and everyone succeeds when the thing moves forward. It's like the ideal situation.
I was just staring at you going, oh, Rachel, you're so full of integrity.
Stop it. No, I'm not.
She's got business acumen. I love it.
That.
Yeah, there you go. I needed that fart in the morning. Speaking of which, fart in the morning, would anybody like, what a wonderful segue, Susan. Thank you. This is why I make the big bucks. And if anybody has any questions right now about applications in your own creative world, please throw it out.
Or questions about improv and comedy.
Oh my God.
We're not experts in your world, but we are in ours.
Yeah.
So.
Are we experts?
No.
What you got? Anybody? Be brave. Oh, you got a hand. Go for it.
Way in the back, yell it out.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, I love you so much. He just actually.
Are you doing Joe? Hello. I can't see you. Do I know you, Michael? I do know you. Hi, Michael.
Michael, that is such a damn good question. Michael asked, like you said, you're afraid to make mistakes at work. In my world, 2 wrongs make a right. Yep. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a career. Yep. So I'm delighted that a mistake actually ends up getting supported for an idea. Here's where it looks like you made a mistake. When you have indicated on your face, I suck, you suck, or this sucks. Then you've invited me to hate your guts. Otherwise, I'm on board. I'm so dumb, I will buy into anything if it is said with integrity. Seriously. So what if I didn't indicate it was a mistake? What if I didn't go, You know what I mean? Now, granted, if you're working with like nuclear codes, there are things called mistakes. But if this is a creative process, it's an idea. It might work, it might not, but we don't know where it's gonna go unless you try.
And like in a classroom situation, at least when I'm teaching, I tell students to fail and fail hard. I say that the worst thing that happens from failure is you will learn. Now, I think there's a difference between sort of like failing and failing.
Yeah, we fail with
And I
joy.
think this one, like at least on stage, I will watch all day. What I encourage students to do is to fail hard, like to actively make mistakes, to try on the wrong thing so that they don't have to do it in the real world. When students make mistakes in the real world, I tell them to fall on their sword. Accept it, own it, right? Own it. I made that mistake, I own it, and now what can I do to help?
When I work with comedians and actors, I said to them, an audition is a free workshop. That to me is like invaluable when I started reframing my mind to talk myself into that. As
Cheflets? Am I close?
okay, she's very happy she made a connection. Thank you, Rachel.
Sorry.
She and I are like gnats for brains. We're like fruit flies. We're terrible. Mystery. One of the things that is, now what was I just saying?
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, kill me. One of the things that I find super cool about an audition is it is a free workshop. What if we came in, and you can say job interview, how's that? Or pitching an idea. What if you came in and you said, ooh, I can't wait to try this on, see if I can do what this asshole wants me to do, and then leave and have an awesome day, and that my value and validation will not be based on your approval. Because I might not get cast because I look like your ex-girlfriend, so I don't care at this moment. So I'm still gonna be an artist no matter what.
And it can be hard for an artist as our primary source of creation to separate ourselves from our art. It can be even harder for our audiences to do that. And I think like we have to leave a buffer between ourselves and the art. Like when people say no to our ideas, they're just knowing our idea, not invalidating us as people.
That's a good call.
It's an important thing to remind yourself. It's just my idea didn't work, not that I'm a total moron and I should die, right?
Yeah, but exactly. But in talking ourselves into things, if I do it with joy, I end up having a good time. When they say the physiological act of smiling creates synapses that go up to your brain that create happiness, that's not a joke.
It gives you endorphins when you stand up straight. No, serotonin when you smile, endorphins when you stand up straight, and oxytocin when you hug.
Oxytocin. Doesn't that sound like isn't that a drug? Oxycontin. Thank you so much.
Dude with the mohawk.
And I had just said earlier, I thought your hair was super cool with his mohawk, and you even got cooler just now. Here's the thing I want to revisit one more time about two wrongs make a right. One time on stage I said, I know, I'm going to use you in this example, Rachel. Raquel, mystery. I once said Starbooks on scene. Believe me, I meant to say Starbucks, but I had I don't know if I had a stroke, something happened. So I said Starbooks. Now if someone wants to make me feel small, but get a super laugh real quick.
Starbucks, you dumbass.
Yeah, that's what you could say. But my friend Alex Fendrich went, Starbooks, almost as good as, God damn you. Hello. Mystery. Mystery. I said Starbucks. He said Starbooks, almost as good as Starbucks. And Rachel said, yes, it's in the umlaut. And by the end of the scene, you absolutely believe that Starbucks had a bastard cousin coffee shop named Starbooks.
They also serve like high latte.
Yeah, like everything, like everything is burnt to a crisp. It's almost like drip cups. You know what I mean? Like it's like a bad Spencer's joke. I mean, like the Avis of coffee shops. They just try a little harder and they end up in outlet malls. You know? So we were totally in. Mystery. Any more questions? Any more questions? Yes. I love that you said that. I remember washing knives once, and my mother started saying, why doesn't your agent get you this thing? I remember holding up a knife thinking, I could kill her. So I put the knife down, And I said, my definition of success for me is I get to do exactly what I want to do with exactly who I want to be doing it with. Now, don't get me wrong. If I look to my right and to my left, my friends have won Oscars and like Tonys and Golden Globes and shit like that. And I'm like, I could say I'm an abject failure. Or I could reframe that and say, I haven't been kicked off stage yet. And that is truly what I think. Seriously. My gig is based not on talent. I don't have a better imagination than anyone. Hell, Rachel is 11 years younger than I am. I know, right? Right? But I will say this, I kind of, when I put my blinders on, and this always works for me, and I say my path is my path, then what I do is I get to go to my friends' fancy pools and drink their fancy drinks and be like, yeah, my friends still respect my shit. So that's good. And actually, my lovely friends send their kids now to be taught by me, which I don't recommend with my language.
A friend of mine asked me once, like, don't you feel like shit because you auditioned for Saturday Night Live 5 times and didn't get it? And I was like, well, when you put it that way, I do. But then I think to myself, I got in the room 5 fucking times. Like, that's a big deal.
And you drop the F-bomb.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes! Mystery.
But, and like Susan said, now I teach the kids who are auditioning for it. And that is incredibly satisfying to me.
I've always fought for my right to be an integral part of a whole. If I wanted to go on my own, like, I'm thinking of doing stand-up again, but I'm going to be super sad because if I do stand-up again, I don't get to be with another human
Well,
being.
She never actually did stand-up alone. She did it with a puppet.
I did it with a Nate, it's jolly. It took me 2 years to write a joke for that damn puppet. Seriously. But I mean, I know sometimes I have to go off on my own, but I always look for an opportunity to connect with people because I love to be inspired, not just by myself and what I do, but by my friend. And I'm nothing without my friend. So I kind of think, especially in this world where people are swiping left and right and getting more and more isolated, to be able to create an opportunity for you guys to connect, not just networking, but seriously connect with human beings that, like, you look around and you're like, I think I'd like you immediately. Like I wouldn't be left naked sobbing on a cold tile floor after you. Like, that's a good thing, right? Actually, I would be naked sobbing on a cold tile floor with you any day. I love you so much. One more question and we're done. Yes, my love. Mystery.
Hey.
Hi.
So when you do improv with someone you hate or you don't like so much.
Oh, I love you so much. I love you so much.
He hasn't asked this question yet.
No, he said when you do improv with some, you just got, well, you just got, you mystery. Come on now. You know what? You just got mesmerized by his accent. That's your problem. Yes, he did. He really, that's a good one.
I had literally been on stage with a guy I had a restraining order against. I was once on stage with 4 boys who had all seen me naked.
Girl.
Doesn't matter. Everyone on stage is your equal and friend, and you need them. Everybody in your cohort, everyone in your design group is there because they deserve to be there, whether you like them or not.
And here's another thing too. You know who I improvise brilliantly with? I can't actually wait to play with him again? My ex-husband. Like, no joke. Yeah, oh yeah. He's married to someone who's lovely. They have a new kid. I'm married to a silver fox guy who has OCD. So she flirts with him. My husband has OCD, so he folds clothes like the Gap, and he leaves no stone unturned in bed. No.
He's
What?
incredible.
He's incredible. My husband is incredible. I just made sure to put this in posterity. Mystery. I got that out. I got that line out before the mics went dead. Mystery. I think Trump did this. Trump. Mystery. What's he gonna do to us for 4 years? Mystery. There we go.
I love your question because you don't have to like someone
No.
to be able to work with them effectively.
No, we hate everyone, Rachel
Yes,
and
I
I.
hate everyone.
We hate everyone. The joke with Rachel and me truly is, when I hate
Mystery.
When I hate everyone, I love Rachel.
Yep.
And that's as long as you've got one person to love in the middle of a shit fire that you can turn to and go, seriously? You know what I mean?
That one person you can look at and be like,
did you see that? And then actually your judgment sort of abates once the anger goes away. So that's pretty good.
not to mention I've seen Second City casts who love each other and make okay shows, and Second City casts who
Hate each other and create incredible shows.
Yep.
So go figure.
Maybe that friction, I don't know, maybe it does something.
Yes and no. I think that we could make the ride easier. Every day
Yes.
it could be better. In a world that seems very, very strange. I think right now it's really hard working in a world that's filled with hypocrisy.
Yeah, we need to cling to each other. We need to be friends.
Yeah, exactly. Anytime we can look for an opportunity to find compassion and connection, I'm all for it. So hug me hard.
We need each other.
Any other questions?
Please don't hug me. I'm afraid of everything.
Well, I think we've...
No more questions?
No more questions? Oh, no, there's one more. Yeah.
So what do you do when someone doesn't want to listen to your idea? Like, they're just like...
Interesting. It depends on like if they have power over me or not. Like if it's my boss, I might try a couple of angles of entry. If it's a coworker, I might assert myself differently. I know that like if I feel it's worthy, I won't give up on it until I get a hard stop. And then I did the best I could.
Yeah, I think we just tried our best. You know, what's interesting, if you find that point of connection with a person that might not have to do with your job, sometimes, that might even soften the blow. I'm not joking. There's a woman, my bank, Chorus Bank, turned into MB overnight. Have you ever seen that? When a bank gets, like, if you've ever watched that 60 Minutes piece where an entire bank can, like, have a changeover in a night, happened to my bank. Like, the next day they're all in, like, new red polo shirts going, like, are you okay? They're like, But anyway, there's one woman, Linda, my teller, and Linda had helmet hair, the kind that you get washed once a week and is on a satin pillowcase for the rest of it. And she was the slowest teller in the world. I hated Linda. And you know, I'm such an important person. So while I'm standing in line waiting for someone, you're like, don't get Linda, don't get Linda, don't get Linda. Fart, Linda! Because Linda was like the slowest teller. She's like, what? Like, she would take forever. And you know, like I said, I'm super important. So one day, that was a nice snort. With mystery. So one day, I get up to the top of I get to the front of the line, and I'm like, shit, I got Linda again. Linda's slowly counting out the bills, and she looks up at me and she goes, how's Sophia? Now, Sophia's my daughter and my Achilles heel. And I just was like, oh, Sophia's doing this, and she cracked the code at the sound table at Montessori, and blah, 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 blah. Now, I can't wait for Linda. Linda, take your time. You know, like, da, 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 da. She's obviously found some good friend who plucked the weird hair. You know what I mean? I love Linda. I love her. And Linda was like my day-to-day bullshit nemesis. Do you know what I mean? That dumbass. Like, because I'm so important. You know what I mean? That's why when you go to Europe and you get lost, you're like, I'm not lost, I'm in Europe. Do you know what I mean? Like, as opposed to, God damn it, where's Lake Street? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm enjoying the ride more instead of, I've got to get from here to here. When you set up life like 5 shots, like a good pool player, 5 shots ahead, that's how I keep my kid alive. I've got to take her to Ken show today, and then da-da-da, and then I've got to do that. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. This moment here might be the only time I really get to slow down and enjoy exactly where I am. Exactly where I am. And if we kind of stopped and just slowed down and enjoyed where we are, even sometimes in hell, and kind of went, that wasn't so hellish, or this is interesting, or looking at it from a sociological angle as opposed to a personal angle, we could be getting off a lot more. Is that it? Mystery. Well, I think it's time for you kids to network. Right?
Sure.
I just made networking so sexy. Yeah, what do you think, Jen? Did we do it right?
Yeah, you did it great.
Awesome! Mystery! Mystery! Thank you.